Hello. This is part 2 of my little short video series of showing just how incredibly important seeking knowledge is to Islam. I mean, how important it is seeking knowledge is in Islam. Apparently, it's far more important than worship or prayer, according to Muhammad. I'll continue here. Okay. Quote, "And they shall say, had we but listened or used reason, we would not be among the inmates of the burning fire." That's Quran 67:10. So you got to listen and use reason, and then you wouldn't be in burning fire. I'll continue here. Quote, "Are those who have knowledge and those who have no knowledge alike? Only the men of understanding are mindful." That's Quran 39:9. Yeah, no kidding here. Okay, the Quran encourages people towards scientific research. Quote, "And those who bring and whoso brings the truth and believes therein, such are the dutiful." It's Quran 39:33. Of course, I don't see what that has to do with science, but anyway, it goes on. "Every Muslim man's and every Muslim woman's prayer should be." This is from the Quran 20:1-14 says, "Oh, yeah, my Lord, enrich me with knowledge." The pursuit of knowledge and the use of reason based on sense and observation is made obligatory on all believers. The following traditions of the Prophet supplement the foregoing teachings of the Quran in the following way. Seek knowledge, quote, "even though it be in China." The acquisition of knowledge is compulsory for every Muslim, whether man or female, yeah. The ink of the scholar is more sacred than the blood of the martyr. The ink of the scholar is more sacred than the blood of the martyr. Can you believe that? That goes to show you that being a jihadi of the pen, trying to defend Islam against, probing infidel questioning, is more sacred than if you blew yourself up trying to kill non-Muslims. That's what that's telling me. The ink of the scholar is more sacred than the blood of the martyr. So forget putting on a bomb or flying a plane into buildings and stuff like that. It's better to be a jihadi of the pen, trying to defend Islam against probing infidel questions, than blowing yourself up or killing people, or killing those that you feel aren't Muslim. Okay, then it goes here. Seek knowledge from the cradle to the grave. Another one is, Allah has revealed to me, quote, "Whosoever walks in the pursuit of knowledge, I facilitate for him the way to heaven." Well, tell me about it. If 1 hour is better than 70 years of prayer when it comes to seeking knowledge, that to me is a huge understatement. Because it goes on, the best form of worship is the pursuit of knowledge. And then another one, quote, Scholars should endeavor to spread knowledge and provide education to people who have been deprived of it. For where knowledge is hidden, it disappears. Yeah, that would be true. Someone asked. Okay, this is something here. Someone asked the Prophet, quote, "Who is the biggest scholar?" He replied, "He who is constantly trying to learn from others, for a scholar is very hungry for knowledge." Yeah, that'd be true. Seek knowledge and wisdom, for whatever the vessel from it flows, you will never be the loser. So you're not going to be the loser by watching this, because you're getting knowledge, you're seeking it. Okay, another one. Oh, this is just amazing. I tell you, if you can believe this will free you from being on a prayer rug for 70 years. You'll say, "I'll just use my prayer rug as a doormat, a welcoming mat," because this just blew my mind. Contemplating deeply for 1 hour. They put in with sincerity, but with sincerity it's not even there. Contemplating deeply for 1 hour, they put in with sincerity, is better than 70 years of, and they put in mechanical, worship. Mechanical is really not there, but this is how it really reads. Contemplating deeply for 1 hour is better than 70 years of worship. I don't know about you, but to me, That is the biggest, hardest, swiftest kick in the upraised pertaining prostration ever, especially if you've been doing that for so many years. Can you believe that? Can you, as a Muslim, believe that? That just blew my mind, people. I just, wow. Okay, then it says this. To listen to the words of the learned and to instill unto others the lessons of science is better than religious exercises. In other words, to be a science teacher is better than praying, since that's a religious exercise. I'll read that again to you. To listen to the words of the learned and to instill unto others the lessons of science is better than religious exercises. So, get out of your mosques, throw away that prayer rug, become a science teacher. That's what Muhammad is telling me right there. Another one says, acquire knowledge. It enables its possessor to distinguish right from wrong. It lights the way to heaven. It is our friend in the desert, our society in solitude, our companion with friendless. It guides us to happiness. It sustains. Yeah, I've read that before. Yeah. It is an ornament among friends and an armor against enemies. Yeah. Yeah. Sure, you learn how to build bombs and stuff, keep it there. That's knowledge again here. Okay, the Islamic Empire, for more than 1,000 years, remained the most advanced civilization in the world. The main reason for this was that Islam stressed the importance and respect of learning, forbade destruction, cultivated a respect for authority, discipline, and tolerance for other religions. It did, apparently. The teaching, yeah, because they weren't on their prayer rugs and doing a lot of stuff. They were like scientists for a while, apparently. That's what this is telling us here. The teachings of the Quran and Sunnah inspired many Muslims to their accomplishments in science and medicine. I don't know what the teachings of the Quran and Sunnah would be, but anyway. By the 10th century, their zeal and enthusiasms for learning resulted in all essential Greek, medical, and scientific writings being translated into Arabic in Damascus, Cairo, and Baghdad. I wonder if that's true. Well, anyway, I'll read it. Arabic became the international language of learning and diplomacy, the center of scientific knowledge, and yeah. But anyway, you see, it goes to show you just how important, knowledge is to Islam. And as I said, but as Muhammad said, it's better than 70 years of worship. Just for 1 hour. If you seek knowledge for 1 hour, it's better than 70 years of worship. So if you can believe that, maybe Islam can be, as this guy says it was, really great at bringing about science and doing all these wonderful things and being tolerant and all that stuff. So, and here's another one called the Wisdom Fund. Sayings of the Prophet. Sayings, learning prayer, learning. He dieth not who giveth life to learning. Okay. Whosoever honoreth the learned, honoreth me. Okay, the messenger of Allah was asked, what is the greatest vice of men? He said, you must not ask me about vice, but ask about virtue. And he repeated this 3 times, after which he said, know ye, the worst of men is bad learned men, and a good learned man is the best? Verily, Allah doth not taketh away knowledge from the hands of his servants, but taketh it by taking away the learned, so that when no learned men remain, the ignorant will be placed at the head of affairs. Now tell me about it. Causes will be submitted to their decision. They will pass sustenance without knowledge, will err themselves, and lead others into error. Yeah, that's for dang sure. Okay, an hour's contemplation is better than a year's adoration. Get this. An hour's contemplation is better than a year's adoration. I bet that's adoration of Allah. Philosophy is the stray camel of the faithful. Take hold of it wherever ye come across it. Of course, go in quest of knowledge even unto China. Yeah, the cradle to the grave. Yeah, okay. The knowledge from which no benefit is derived is like treasure from which no charity is bestowed in the way of the Lord. Do you know that what Sabbath, the foundation of Islam, that and ruineth it? The errors of the learned destroy it, the disputations of the hypocrite, and the orders of kings who have lost the road. To spend more time in learning is better than spending more time praying. I'll continue this, but you're going to see just how important it is to be seeking knowledge and praying pretty soon here.